Okay. So, very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Just give me 1 second. Clear. Okay. Let everyone join. Fine. Till then, you just tell me what was the last point or what was the last question. What? Question number? Hmm. Question number? Tell me the question number that we solved. 61. Chalo. 61. Okay. That plate wala example, right? 60. That we are done. Then that Wheatstone bridge wala example. When to say bridge balance and when to remove the bridge. Okay. 62. Chalo. Let's do the question number 62. Okay. Let's see whether we are able to solve this question or not. Question number 62. The resultant capacitance between A and B in the following figure is equal to. Resultant capacitance means effective capacitance between points A and B in the following circuit is equal to. Okay. This is point A. Okay. This is 3 microfarad. Okay. This is 3 microfarad. This is 3 microfarad. This is 2 microfarad. This is 2 microfarad. This is 3 microfarad. Okay. This is 3 microfarad. This is 3 microfarad. This is 3 microfarad. Okay. 3 micro, 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 2 micro, 2 micro. Okay, sir. Fine. Sir, we want to find out effective capacity between points A and B. So A must be the start point, B must be the end point. Okay, we can assume as if there is a battery between A and B. So let us take A as a start point, B as an end point. So charge will start from point A. It will go here. Here the charge will observe that there are two paths. Okay, this is the first path. This is the second path. The charge will go like this here. Now this charge again will identify that again there are two paths. This is first path, this is second path. The charge will go like this. Now here there is only one path, okay, not two paths. This is one path. Though it is a turn, it is still a one path. Okay, 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 okay. Now this charge and this charge will combine at this junction. This point is called as junction, where the charges combine or split is called as junction. Like this, like this. Again at this junction, it is also called as node. It is also called as node. This charge and this charge will combine. Okay, and ultimately it will end on point B. Okay. Now identify the branches so that you can identify the series combination, and parallel branches will give you parallel combination. So here you should be able to observe these three capacitors are in same branch. These three capacitors are in same branch. Reply me in the chat box yes or no. same current is passing through them without splitting. बाळ समजलं पाहिजे इथं, दिस इज अ सेम ब्रांच, सिंगल ब्रांच मधली लोक सिरीज मध्ये असतात. पीपल इन द सिंगल ब्रांच आर इन सिरीज. सर आमची ब्रांच सायन्स, सो आम्ही सगळे सिरीज मध्ये आहोत. कुठली ब्रांच? इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच. ओके, and in this branch they are sharing, sorry, in this branch all the three capacitors are in series. Capacitors in series means rule of resistances in parallel. 3 3 3 parallel, r parallel. Answer is capacitors in series, resistors in parallel. R parallel. Answer is hmm 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 correct. Others, विदुला R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2 केव्हा वापरणार बा? For two resistors in parallel. For two resistors in parallel. Capacitors in series, resistors in parallel. Three equal resistors in parallel. R parallel. C in series means rule of resistors in parallel. So equivalent combination of this rule I will use resistor wala rule, resistors in parallel wala rule. So 1 upon C equivalent for the first case, 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. But sir, C1, C2, C3, everything is equal. Let us call it as C and C. Okay. So for the first series branch, equivalent capacitance, 1 upon equivalent capacitance is equal to 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C. It is equal to 3 by C. Taking reciprocals on both the sides, sir, we get 1 upon, sorry, reciprocal of this C equivalent for the first series combination is equal to 3 upon C reciprocal is C upon 3. Just like R upon 3, you will use C upon 3. R parallel R by 3. But C series C by 3. C equal capacitors in series, rule of equal resistances in parallel. Capacitors in series, resistors in parallel. R parallel R by 3. R 4 times parallel R by 4. R 5 times parallel R by 5. So C not in parallel. C series, answer C by 3. Rule of resistors is in parallel. 1 by C, 1 by C, 1 by C, 3 by C. So C series, C series, answer C by 3. Okay, no problem. What is that C? 3 3 3. Of course, not 3 micro. So answer is 1 micro. So instead of this, I can draw only 1 micro capacitor. Okay. So let me call this point as X, this point as Y, this point as Z, this point as W. Okay. No need to call this point anything. No need to call this point anything. Okay. Because it's not a node. The charge is not splitting or combining at this point. It is just flowing through that point and going ahead. Okay. So between point X, Y and W, between points Y and W, these three people are in series. These three people are in series. Okay. So draw the circuit once again. No need to draw this capacitor, right? Its equivalent combination we know. So only these two capacitors I draw. Let me draw the points first. That is the correct way to draw the things. Draw the points in the circuit first, and then you shall draw one by one capacitor. First between A and X, second between X and Y, A and X, X and Y, then Y and W, Y and W, here W and Z, then Z and B, Bombay. Here X and Z, 2 micro. Okay, fine, no problem. And between Y and W for this branch, between Y and W for this dotted branch, we have answer 1 micro. We have answer 1 micro. Here 2 micro. Okay. Now the next step is again assigning direction of charges. It will remain same basically. Nothing will change. A should be the start point, B should be the end point, because we have to find out capacitance between A and B. A is a start point, B is a end point. ज्या दोन पॉइंट मधला कॅपॅसिटन्स पाहिजे त्यांना स्टार्ट आणि एंड पॉइंट म्हणा. The capacitance between the 2 points that you want should be called as start and end points. Now between points Y and W, these two people are in series. Sorry, these two people are in parallel. These two capacitors are in parallel. Capacitors in parallel, resistors in series. Why they are parallel? Because this Y point is connected to this plate, the same Y point is connected to this plate. This W point is connected to this plate, this W point is connected to this plate. So this branch is between points Y and W, and this branch is also between points Y and W. So these branches are in parallel. Okay, so 2 micro and 1 micro parallel. Answer will be equivalent capacity for this. Second calculation. Sir, these two capacitors are to be added. So answer will be C1 plus C2, because capacitors in parallel means resistors in series. Series means addition. So to find equivalent capacitance, just do the addition. C1 plus C2, 2 micro plus 1 micro. Answer is 3 micro. Okay, sir. So between points Y and W, now we have effective capacity of 3 micro. Between points Y and W, instead of these two capacitors, we will draw only one capacitor of 3 micro. Draw the circuit once again. Get familiar with the process. Okay, in reality, in the actual exam, just by looking at this, okay, I will say 3, 3, 3. Answer is 1. 1 parallel with 2. Answer is 3. Again 3, 3, 3 series. 1. 1 parallel with 2. 3. Again 3, 3, 3 in series. Answer is 1. In this way I will calculate, but let us try to understand the procedure. In reality, just by looking at the circuit, I can say, okay, the capacity is 1 microfarad. Okay, you will also do it, but before that, understand the procedure. Then suddenly you will realize that, sir, just by looking at it, we can do it. Okay, the tricks will work for you. Okay, you don't have to write this much. The tricks will take care of it, and your imagination will help you in understanding the things just by looking at it, or just by doing a small amount of calculation. You will give the answer. Now between points Y and W, effective capacities, this 3 micro. Then this W point as it is, this W point, this Z point, this point B Bombay, and other capacitors as it is. All other capacitors as it is, as they are, not as it is, as they are. This point is Z, this is 3 micro, this is 2 micro. Now again you can assign the direction of charges and identify the branches. Identifying the branches will help you identify series and parallel connections. This is again going to be between point X and Z. This is going to be the series combination. Between point X and Z, this is going to be the series combination. 3, 3, 3 in series, that will give you 1. C, C, C series, resistors in parallel, C by 3. C, 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 just like C, C, C series means resistors in parallel, R, R, R parallel, R, R, R parallel, R by 3. So C, C, C series, C by 3. R, R, R parallel, R by 3. So C, C, C series, C by 3. C, 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 C by 3. So that will give you answer 1. Okay. So again, equivalent circuit now you can draw directly. Point A and X, no need to draw Y. Point A, point X, then point Z. Get familiar with the process first. I know most of you have reached the answer. This Bombay B, this Z. Okay, between point X and Z, between point X and Z, you have this 2 micro as well as this 1 micro. You have the 2 micro and series combination of these three is 1 micro. Okay, sir. This 3 micro as it is, and this 3 micro as it is. This is 1 micro. Now you will again say between point X and Z, these two people are in parallel. Again, you can assign the direction of charges and figure out what are the branches in series and parallel. Okay, sir. So this is going to be the parallel combination. Parallel combination means resistance in series. Capacitors in parallel means resistance in series. Series means addition. 2 micro plus 1 micro, 3 micro. And ultimately 3 micro, 3 micro, 3 micro. Just keep on drawing the diagram and reducing the circuit. It's getting smaller and smaller. Three micro between point X and Y. Again, you will have 3 micro. Again, here it's already given to be 3 micro. And again, you will realize that 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3 series means R, R, R parallel, R, R, R parallel, R by 3, C, C, C series, C by 3. C by 3, but C is 3. So C by 3 is 3 upon 3. That will be equal to 1 micro. So between points A and B, you will have only 1 microfarad capacitor, effective capacity between points A and B. Reply in the chat box, clear and written, CW. Bata. Should not become a big deal. Good. Okay. Will you be able to do this? Second circuit, XZ, not XY. Yes, you are right. XZ. Perfect. Good observation. And this is going to be the series combination now. Final. Charge will flow like this. It's a single branch, and people in the single branch are always in series. People in the single branch are always in series. Okay. So in this way, you can figure out the series parallel connections. Okay. And can find out the answer. Okay. Question number next 63. Let us try to solve the question number 63. Okay, let me announce the homework for today. You will be solving the exercise of Bohr's exercise of rotational motion. Okay, question number 1, that is the MCQs, and question number 2, short answer questions. Okay, these two questions you will be solving today as a regular homework, and the remaining 1 hour you will solve the revision homework. Okay, next question number 63. Do it. Two capacitors of capacity 2C and C. First capacitor is equal to 2C. Second capacitor is equal to C. Joined in parallel. These two capacitors are in parallel. Okay. These two capacitors are in parallel and charged up to V volt. And charged up to V volt. Okay, let's draw the battery of V volt so that these two capacitors can be charged to C1, C2. C1 value is 2C, C2 value is C. And these two capacitors, let us charge them See, the symbol of battery is different, symbol of capacitor is different. Equal length parallel lines, non-equal length parallel lines. Let's say the battery potential difference is V. The same potential difference, this point is this point, both of these points are same, there is nothing, only wire is there. So this point is equal to this point, this point is equal to this point, means potential of these two are same, or these 2 points are said to be shorted. In physics we call them as shorted points. So V, potential difference V across both the capacitors, potential difference is going to be equal to V. The battery is removed. Okay, battery removed, what should be conserved? When you remove the battery, what should be conserved? Charge or potential difference? Battery kept and battery disconnected case. Battery removed. Battery will be removed and some changes will be made, but still one thing will be conserved. Now, in the system, they are going to remove the battery and some changes they are going to make. Okay, what will remain constant? Battery is removed. If the battery is removed, now there is no one to give the charge or accept the charge. So charge on the system will remain constant. Always remember, when you remove the battery from the system, the charge on the system will remain as it is. And the second thing, when you keep the battery connected, potential difference battery will keep constant. Battery will manage the charge, will accept or give the charge. But if the battery has been kept connected and the changes have been made, in that situation, battery is present in the initial as well as in final situation. So if the battery is present both in initial and final situation, then the battery will keep the potential difference constant. So battery present means potential difference constant. And if the battery is removed, initially it was present and now it is not present, it means charge will be conserved. There is no one to accept or give the charge. The task of the battery itself, or the task of the battery is to give or accept the charge. That's it, nothing else. And if the battery is going to be removed, so this is going to be some initial condition, and now they are saying battery is removed. Okay, let's remove the battery. Let's remove the battery. Battery removed, that's it. These two capacitors will now remain. All right, C1, C2, battery removed, but charge will conserve, that we know. Charge on initial system is equal to charge on final system. The battery is removed and the capacitor of capacity C is filled completely with the uniform dielectric constant K. C1 is equal to 2C, C2 is equal to C. The capacitor having capacity equal to C is filled with the dielectric. Okay, now this capacitor is filled with the dielectric, having dielectric constant equal to capital K. Now this capacity, new capacity, will be equal to capacity when there is medium is equal to K times capacity when there is air. Initially it was air. Capacity when there is medium, C2 dash, is equal to K times capacity when there is air. Capacity when there is air is C. Now there is medium. Okay. The potential difference across the capacitor will now become equal to new potential difference. Let us call it as V dash, and new potential difference V dash is equal to question mark. Should not be the big deal. Let's try to solve it. Chalo. So it's a common problem. It's a very easy problem. Let us try to find out the answer. What we can do? Simple task. Sir, we know that charge on initial system equal to charge on final system. Charge on initial system is equal to charge on final system. Okay. Charge on initial system, charge on first capacitor Q1 plus charge on second capacitor Q2. New charge on first capacitor Q1 dash. Okay, charge will redistribute because capacities have modified. Charge will redistribute, but will not be what we can say created or destroyed. Battery is not present, so charge will not be gained or lost. It will get redistributed between these two capacitors depending upon their values of capacity. New charge on first capacitor. The first capacitor was having 2C value. New charge on first capacitor plus new charge on second capacitor. Okay. Now we know Q is equal to CV. So I can write Q1 is equal to C1 V1. No need to write C1 V1. C1 is C1 and V1 is V. Now let's write C1 V1 first. Q2 is equal to C2 V2. Q1 dash is equal to C1 dash V1 dash plus Q2 dash is equal to C2 dash V2 dash. Let's write as a formula. Now C1 is equal to 2C. V1 V1 is equal to V plus C2 is equal to C. V2 is equal to V is equal to C1 dash. Capacity has not changed in the second situation. No need to change the capacity here. Capacity has been changed here. This capacity will remain as it is. C1 dash and C1 both are same. This capacity has not changed. So instead of C1 dash, we will write directly 2C as it is. V1 dash, new potential difference. New potential difference, dash means new potential difference across first capacitor. New potential difference across first capacitor is V dash plus C2 dash, new capacity of second capacitor, new capacity of second capacitor, K times C. Dash means new potential difference of second capacitor, new potential difference across second capacitor, V dash. We have to find V dash. Take V dash common. So V dash into bracket 2C plus KC. 2C plus KC. You can take the C common afterwards. 2C into V plus C into V is 3CV. 2CV plus 3 CV. 2CV plus CV 3CV. So V dash is equal to 3CV divided by 2C plus KC. 2C plus KC. C common and cancel. C common and cancel. So V dash is equal to 3V upon 2 plus K. That's my answer. What is their answer? 3V upon K plus 2. 3V upon K plus 2. That's it. Matching. Clear and written. Reply in the chat box. Bolo. Charge conservation. Next. Question number 64. Question number 64. In the following circuit, the resultant capacitance between A and B is 1 microfarad. Resultant capacitance between A and B is equal to 1 microfarad in the following circuit. Okay. The value of C is, and the circuit is this C. Then 1 micro. 8 micro. 2 micro, 2 micro. 2 micro, 2 micro. Generally, people forget this micro, but we should not forget that. 6 micro, 4 micro. 6 micro, 12 micro, 4 micro. direct connection, okay, that's it. Effective capacity between A and B is given and you have to find out C. Suppose if we were given the value of C, suppose if we were given the value of C, we could have found out the effective value of capacity between A and B. But now C is not given, but this is given. So it's a one unknown, one equation problem, or one equation, one unknown problem. Should not be the big deal. Again, effective capacity between points A and B is given. So try to assume A as a start point, B as an end point, and start flowing the charge from point A to B so that you can realize what are the series and parallel combinations. Charge will come like this. Here charge will realize two paths, 1, 2. Now let us consider this path. Again at this point charge will realize that there are two paths, 1, 2. Okay. Now we reach the point B. That's it. All these are point B. Next. This charge. It will come here. It will realize there are two paths. One is down, one is right. Here it's not a node. This is not a junction. This is just a turn in the wire. So nothing basically matters here. Same charge will flow like this. This is again a turn like this. This charge and this charge will combine, flow like this. Here this charge and this charge will combine. So this plus this charge will flow from this wire. This charge plus this charge will combine at this point and will again ultimately move to the point B. Okay, fine. So let us try to understand what are the series and parallel combinations. Okay, now you can very easily identify what are the series and parallel combinations. You can assign the points X, Y. Here we need to assign some point Z. Wherever charge splits or gets combined, you have to assign a point X, Y, Z, W. Here it's point B Bombay. This is also point B Bombay. Okay, वेगळा कुठला point घ्यायची गरज नाहीये because all these points are same. Try to avoid unnecessary number of points, okay, or unnecessary number of nodes. Fine, sir. The circuit looks complex, but it's not like that. If you observe it carefully, you will be immediately finding the series and parallel connections. For example, you can figure out this first. Tell me, 2 parallel. बोला वाला पटकन answer. 2 parallel. 2 parallel. Capacitors in parallel. Resistance in series. Addition. 2 parallel. 4. 2 parallel. Arrow करा. 4 लिहा. That's it. Now this 6 and 12. See, you directly cannot say 6 micro is parallel with 4 micro. No. 6 micro is not parallel with 4 micro. 6 plus 6 and 12 micro series combination. This entire branch, Y to Z branch, is parallel to this Y to Z branch. So you have to figure out first 6 micro plus 12 micro. Sorry, 6 micro and 12 micro series combination. बोला बाळांनो. Answer. 6 micro 12 micro series. R to R parallel. C to C series है. C to C series. R to R parallel. C म्हणजे 6. 2C म्हणजे 12. C to C series. R to R parallel. R to R parallel. Answer 2R upon 3. R to R parallel. R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. 2R square upon 3R. R square R is cancelled. 2R upon 3. So R to R parallel 2R upon 3. C to C series. R to R parallel. R to R parallel 2R upon 3. इकडे parallel, इकडे series. R to R parallel. C to C series. R to R parallel 2R upon 3. C to C series 2C upon 3. This is the value of 2C upon 3. 12 upon 3. 4 micro. Yes, no reply in the chat box. Now I am finding the answers orally. I will not be calculating now. That we have done so many times. Should point Z also be? Yes. Z point is also B. Good. Correct. You are right. Very good. Next. So this is 4 micro. Now, in the mind we can do this 4 micro and this 4 micro. This 4 micro between Y and Z, this is 4 micro. That 4 micro and this 4 micro are in parallel. This 4 micro and this 4 micro. This 4 micro and this 4 micro are in parallel. So this 4 micro, this 4 micro will give me what? 8 micro, because they are in parallel addition. Capacitors in parallel, resistance in parallel addition. So these two will give me 8 micro. Between which 2 points? Between Y and Z points, it will give me 8 micro, but Z point is B. So between Y and point B, between Y and B, now it is giving me 8 micro. Okay. Now you can draw the circuit. Point A, C. Now let me avoid that parallel lines. 8 micro. W and B, 2 micro, 2 micro, 4 micro. This was X. This was Y. X to Y, 1 micro. Between point Y and B Bombay. Between Y and B Bombay, it's 8 micro. Between Y and B Bombay, it's 8 micro. Fine. Now you can assign the direction of charge flow. You will identify that this is going to be the series combination. C8C series, C8C series R8R parallel. C8C series R8R parallel. R8R parallel answer is 8R upon 9. R8R parallel answer is 8R upon 9. C8C series answer is 8C upon 9. 8C is 8 upon 9. Yes, no, reply in the chat box. Fast. I am doing the calculations now orally. You should be able to grasp it. C8C series R8R parallel. R 8 times R. स्मॉलर व्हॅल्यूला R म्हणायचं, लार्जर व्हॅल्यू मल्टिपल किंवा मल्टिपल आहे बघायचं. C8C series, C8C series means R8R parallel. R8R parallel answer is 8R upon 9. So C8C series answer should be 8C upon 9, because resistors in parallel means capacitors in series. These are in series and these are in parallel. पॅरललचा जे फॉर्म्युला तयार, पॅरललचा जो रेझिस्टन्सचा फॉर्म्युला आहे तो कॅपॅसिटरच्या सिरीजचा फॉर्म्युला आहे. तो कॅपॅसिटरच्या सिरीजचा फॉर्म्युला आहे. अदरवाइज व्हॉट यू कॅन डू, C and 8C आर इन सिरीज. C and 8C आर इन सिरीज मीन्स रूल ऑफ पॅरलल. रूल ऑफ पॅरलल काय असतं? Right now there are only 2 capacitors, so C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. C1 is 1 micro, C2 is 8 micro, divided by 1 micro plus 8 micro. 1 micro plus 8 micro. You can again figure out. Micro common and cancel. So 8 micro upon 1 plus 8. 8 micro upon 1 plus 8 means 8 micro upon 1 plus 8 is 9. Again you will get 8 micro upon 9. Okay, you will get 8 micro upon 9. Now 8 and 4, C and 2C, C and 2C series, C and 2C series means R and 2R parallel. R 2R parallel answer is 2R upon 3. It means C 2C parallel answer is 2C upon 3. This is C, this is 2C. This is C, this is 2C. 4 and 8. This is C, then this will be double. This is C, this is 2C. C to C parallel, answer is 2C upon 3. 2C value is already given to us as 8. So 8 upon 3. 2C value is already given to us as 8. So 8 upon 3. So this answer will be equal to 8 upon 3. Yes, no, reply me in the chat box. I'm taking time, but I'm not doing the calculation. I'm trying to do it with the tricks. Series combination of 1 and 8. Series combination of 8 and 4. This is a series combination, single branch. And people in the single branch are in series. This is a single branch. Now between points X and B, Bombay, there is a 8 micro upon 9. And between point X and B, again there is a 8 micro upon 3. Now effective circuit will become something like this. Between point X and B, these two were in series. So 8 micro upon 3. X and B. And this point is A. This point is again B. You can just short them. Between A to X, there is a C. Between point X and B, these two are in series. 8 and 4 in series, answer is 8 micro upon 3. Next, between same 2 points X and B, this branch in series, series combination of 1 micro and 8 micro, that is 8 micro upon 9. Now you can again assign the direction of charge flow from point A to point B. Again you will observe that we have the two branches, this branch and this branch, and this branch in parallel to each other. Parallel means addition of these 8 micro upon 3 plus 8 micro upon 9. 8 micro common, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 9. Now multiply numerator and denominator by 3, that will become 3 by 9. So 8 micro, 3 by 9 plus 1 by 9, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 by 9, keep it as it is or just make it as 32 micro by 9, 32 micro by 9. Now the new circuit will become point A as it is, C as it is, between point X and B, Bombay, effective capacity of these two is 32 micro upon 9. 32 micro upon 9, and that's our point B. This capacitor is C. Now between points A and B, it's a single branch. No charge splitting taking place. कुठेही charge split होत नाहीये. Bend होतोय, turn घेतोय, पण split काय होत नाहीये. It is bending but not taking a split. It is bending but not getting split or combining. So it's a single branch. Multiple branch nahi hai, single branch. So these two people are in series. C and some value is in series, and when the capacitors are in series, rule of resistors in parallel. Now here we cannot use any trick because we do not know what multiple these two are. इकडे काय multiple आपल्याला माहित नाहीये. But it is given that effective capacity between points A and B is already given to us as 1 microfarad, and we have to find out value of C. Now capacity C and this capacity 32 micro by 9 are in series. Capacitors in series means resistors in parallel. If two resistors are in parallel, formula is R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Two resistors parallel, R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Two capacitor series, C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. Resistors in parallel, capacitors in series. Formula will remain same. Resistors in parallel, R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Capacitors in series, C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. So C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. But sir, this value is already given to us. Don't write it like this. Write it as 9, not as G. Capacity between point A and B is 1 micro. So 1 micro is equal to C into 32 micro upon 9 divided by C plus 32 micro upon 9. Micro cancel. This goes on left hand side. This C on the left hand side. No, this C on the right hand side because this value is more. So C common. 32 upon 9. This C on the right hand side minus 1. This 32 micro by 9 as it is. 32 minus 9 is 23 upon 9. This is 32 micro upon 9. Don't forget micro. 9 cancel. C is equal to 32 micro upon 23. That's my answer. 32 micro upon 9. 32 micro upon 23. Option D Delhi. Option D Delhi. 32 micro upon 23 or 32 by 23 micro. 32 by 23 micro. But I generally say 32 micro upon 23. Yes, no reply in the chat box. Clear and written. Check kara. Good. It's a game of series and parallel. Okay. Make your study as if it is a game. Or do your studies as if it is a game. मजा येते. Next. '65. Question 65. Do it. Without getting tired, we have to solve examples and examples and examples. Okay. Yes, sir. सर आमच्याकडनं पण तुम्हीच बोलताय. काय करायचं मग तुम्ही आता ऑनलाईन असल्यावर? तुमच्याकडनं पण मीच बोलणार ना. सर आम्ही तिथं बसून नो सर म्हणत असतोय आणि तुम्ही आमच्याकडनं येस सर म्हणताय. गणित सोडवूया का म्हटल्यावर सर म्हणतात येस सर, आम्ही म्हणत असतोय नो सर. चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 65. In the circuit shown in the figure, the potential difference across 4.5 microfarad capacitor is, find PD, P dot D dot, P dot D dot. Pin drive name, potential difference. In the circuit shown in the figure, the potential difference across, find the PD across 4.5 microfarad capacitor. In the circuit somewhere you will find out that there is 4.5 microfarad capacitor located, and across that 4.5 microfarad capacitor you have to find out what? You have to find out potential difference. Okay, chalo. Capacitor 4.5 micro, 4.5 micro, 1 micro, 8 micro, 1 micro, 8 micro, 12 volt battery, or simply between this point and this point 12 volt. 12 volt battery. You have to find out this potential difference. Let us call this potential difference as V1 between this point and this point. Between this point and this point, Let us take potential difference as V2. This is 18 micro. Oh, this is 8 micro. This is 8 micro. Okay. Between this point and this point, potential difference is, let me draw a dotted line like this. Like this. Between this point and this point, potential difference is 12 volt, because this point and this point both are same. The thing is connected between this point and this point. This point and this point both are same. Nothing is connected in between, only metallic wire. So potential will be same. So this point and this point, total potential difference is 12. It's 12 volt. Okay. What is potential across this? What is potential across this? Okay. Let's try to assign the charge like this, like this, like this, like this. Now charge will split here. It will start at this point. Let's say A. Let's say this B. This point is same again A. This point is again B. A start point, B end point. Start, split, split, flow, 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 combine, flow, 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 end. Okay. All right. Now we have to find out potential difference across this. Okay. Let's see, what if I made it like this? What if I made it like this? Extra point. If I have first capacitor C1, if I have second capacitor C2, and total potential across the combination is V volt, this is V1, this is V2, both of these capacitors will share same charge, point A, point B. Both of these capacitors will store equal amount of charge, plus Q minus Q, plus Q minus Q. No need to say plus Q1 minus Q1 plus Q2 minus Q2. No, they are in series. They will store equal charges. Here plus Q, here minus Q, here plus Q, here minus Q. Any one of the charge you can consider as Q. Okay. So what we can do here is, we can say that as it is a series combination, charge is same. And whenever you have series combination of capacitors, both of them will store equal charges. So Q. So the rule is Q is equal to CV. And we want to find V. So we will modify this rule for V. V is equal to Q upon C. But Q is same. But both the capacitors are sharing equal charges. But Q is same. It implies that for each capacitor, Q is same. It implies that for each capacitor, V is proportional to its own capacity inversely. Okay. So it's a inverse capacity fraction. Therefore, potential on the first capacitor is equal to potential difference across the first capacitor is reciprocal of capacity, fraction of reciprocal of capacity, 1 upon C1 divided by 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2, this fraction of total potential difference. And similarly, potential difference across the second capacitor is proportional to its own capacity inversely. So 1 upon C2 divided by 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2, this fraction of total capacity. Just like resistors in series and resistors in parallel, we found out current and the potentials. When the resistors are in series, current is same. We know V is equal to IR. When the resistors are in series, current is same. So for each resistor, V is proportional to R. So there we wrote for resistors in series, the fraction is going to be resistance fraction of the total potential. Okay, for series combination of resistor, V is proportional to R. But for series combination of capacitors, V is proportional to 1 upon C, because resistors in series is analogous with capacitors in parallel. Okay, ulta sulta. Fine, sir. So what we can do, the trick is this. Now between point, let me call this point as X, I can call this point or this point as X. Between point X and B, I will find out effective capacity. Between point X and B, I will find out effective capacity and I will draw only one capacitor there. So that one capacitor and this 4.5 microfarad capacitor both will be in series. Both will be in series, and in series potential difference across the capacitor is inversely proportional to capacity, or the potential difference across capacitor is uh, is a fraction of reciprocal of capacity. Is a fraction of reciprocal of capacity, means reciprocal of my capacity divided by addition of all the reciprocals. Okay, this fraction of total potential. Okay, that's my plan. Is the plan clear to all of you? I will find out parallel combination, answer that one capacitor and this 4.5 microfarad will be in series, and in series मला effective potential difference माहित आहे मला total, which is 12. त्याचा how much fraction याला असेल आणि how much fraction याला असेल, that I can figure out. Yes, no, reply me in the chat box. Tell me, is the plan clear to all of you? C for clear. Okay, plan clear झाला. चलो, now extra point is over. Extra point is over. Solution. Point A, 4.5 micro, 4.5 micro. Point X, 1 and 8 parallel, capacitors parallel, C1 C2 parallel, R1 R2 series. R1 R2 series means R1 plus R2. R1 R2 series means R1 plus R2. C1 C2 parallel means C1 plus C2. Parallel, rule of addition. Okay, capacitors in parallel, resistance in series. Series means addition. 8 micro plus 1 micro, 9 micro. 9 micro. This is point B. Between points A and B, what is the total potential difference? 12 volt. And this potential difference we want to find out, V1. This will be automatically 12 minus V1. 12 minus V1 mana, or call it as V2. Now V1 will be equal to what? Fraction of 1 upon C1. Fraction of 1 upon C1. Okay. V1 will be equal to 1 upon C1 divided by 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2. This fraction of total voltage. 12 volts a kiti fraction. This fraction of total voltage. 1 upon C1. What is 1 up, or you can do this rearrangement, cross multiplication. This in the numerator, 1 upon C1 as it is. This in the numerator, C1 cancel. Okay. So V1 is equal to, check whether this is right or wrong. You just verify, or you can just put the values here, here, and here, and that's it. No need to rearrange. I have rearranged it. 4.5 and 9. C1 is 4.5, C2 is 9. 9 upon 4.5 plus 9. V is 12. Total V is 12. 4.5, I can take common. 9 upon 4.5. 9 upon 4.5 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, or let it be as it is, into 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 12 upon 3 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So this is the potential difference across 4.5 microfarad capacitor. Check kara, take your time, write it down, understand it, and then reply. After this, just a calculation, you should understand this. Bolo. Hmm. 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 Done? Clear and written? Okay. Now, what if I ask you to find out charge on charge on 8 microfarad capacitor? How much charge will be stored on this? How much charge will be stored on 8 microfarad capacitor in the same question? Same question, same data is given to you. Same question, same data is given to you. And now I am asking to find out the charge. And now I am asking to find out the charge. Okay. Always remember, if you are asked to find out charge on any capacitor, first find out potential difference across that capacitor. Okay. See, you are directly asked charge on this capacitor and no other charges have been given to you. Okay. In that case, what you will do is this. Find charge on 8 microfarad capacitor. The same situation. Instead of same diagram will be given to you. This, only these things will be given to you. V1 value not given, V1 value not given, V2 value not given. This 12 volt is given. 12 volt is given. And instead of this question, now they are asking this. Find out charge on 8 microfarad capacitor. In that situation, you will again find out the same thing. Means what? You will again find out V1 and V2. Rather than finding out V1, it's better to directly find out V2. This V1 we calculated to be equal to 8 volt. So what will be the V2 value? Reply me in the chat box. This is 8 volt. What will be this? What will be V2? No need to calculate it. You can immediately tell the answer. 12 volt. Series combination. In series, potential difference is to be added. In series, potential difference is to be added. This potential difference plus this potential difference, all of you have given the correct answer. Very good. So this is 8 volt. This will be 4 volt. So that 4 volt is here. So if you are asked to find out charge on 8 microfarad capacitor, I want charge on this. I must know potential difference across this. The rule is Q is equal to CV. So charge on 8 microfarad is equal to capacity of 8 microfarad multiplied by potential difference across that 8 microfarad capacitor. So that you should very easily be able to figure out. Charge on 8 microfarad is equal to capacity of 8 microfarad is 8 micro multiplied by potential difference across that 8 microfarad capacitor is V2. That is equal to V2. And that's it. Answer will end here. That was 4 volt. Because this was 8 volt, the remaining will be equal to 4 volt. Because in series, potential difference will get added. So total potential difference 12 volt is equal to 8 volt plus 4 volt. So that will be equal to 32 micro. Not farad, it's charge. So it's coulomb. So charge on 8 microfarad capacitor is 32 microcoulomb, not farad. Farad is unit of capacity, coulomb is a unit of charge. Reply in the chat box, clear and written CW. Hmm. Hmm. Good. Chalo. Next. Same question. Battery removed. Charge on this capacitor. This is 4.5 micro. This potential difference not given. This potential difference not given. Slight modification in the same question. Charge on this capacitor 3 microcoulomb. Here on this plate plus 3 micro, on this plate minus 3 micro. This is not given now. But what is given is a series combination of this and this and parallel combination of these two. Effective of these two capacitors will be in series with this capacitor. Charge on this capacitor is given to you. Charge on this capacitor is given to you. On this plate plus 3 micro, here minus 3 micro, here some plus charge, let's say plus Q1. Here of course it will be minus Q1. Okay, charge will split here. This 3 microcoulomb, some charge will go here, some charge will go here. Let's say plus Q2 on this plate, and on this plate it will be minus Q2. Again Q1 and Q2 will combine and will move ahead. Okay, now the same question. Find charge on 8 microfarad capacitor. Find charge on this. This is the diagram given. Charge on this capacitor is given, and you have to find out charge on 8 microfarad capacitor. This is a 8 microfarad capacitor. Okay, this is a 8 microfarad capacitor. From the unit you can identify whether charge is given or capacitance is given. It is 1 microfarad, so it is capacitor. So you are asked Q2. Now very simple. Some charge is already flowing in this branch. What is the charge which is flowing in this branch? It is 3 microcoulomb. That you should understand first. That 3 microcoulomb, some charge will split up, some charge will split down. So some charge will go up in the upper branch, some charge will go in the downward branch, and it will again combine and it will again flow to B. Like this one and this one. This one and this one. Okay. Like this and like this. Fine, sir. So if I am given something like this, try to understand. Two capacitors in parallel, and I am asked to find out Q1 and Q2 values. C1 value given to me, C2 value given to me, total charge given to me, charge flowing in the branch is given to me, and the charge splitting up and down. So this branch and this branch will contain how much charge, that I want to find out. So capacity of this branch C1, capacity of this branch C2. I am saying capacity of branch. If you are given some series combination, then find out equivalent capacity first and get the single capacitor for this branch, get a single capacitor for this branch. Now you know Q is equal to CV. But for the parallel combination, potential difference is always going to be same. So V is same. For parallel combination, V is going to be same. So there people say Q is proportional to C. So it is going to be the capacity fraction. So my charge in my branch is equal to capacity fraction of my branch. C1 upon C1 plus C2, this fraction of total charge. Similarly, charge flown in my branch, second branch, Q2, charge flown in the second branch, Q2, is equal to my capacity fraction. This branch has capacity C2, so that fraction is C2 upon C1 plus C2 fraction of the total charge coming in all the branches. This is the total charge which is coming in all the branches, this branch and this branch. Reply me in the chat box. This point, this extra point, clear or not? Batao. Good. So now the solution. Q2 is equal to my capacity fraction. Q is proportional to C, right? When V is common, दोघांना V same आहे ना, दोघांना potential difference same आहे. Q equal to CV, V same आहे. So Q will be directly proportional to C. So my charge is directly proportional to capacity fraction now. Or my charge is proportional to my capacity, means my charge equal to my capacity fraction. 8 micro divided by 8 micro plus 1 micro. This multiplied by total charge. Total charge is 3 micro. Micro common and cancel. 1 micro cancel will 1 micro as it is. 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 upon 9, 1 by 3. Answer is 8 by 3 micro. Charge we have found out, unit must be coulomb. Reply me in the chat box CW. Clear and written. On single line you can get the answer. And this is the logic behind it. Proportionality and fraction logic. So बघून सांगता यायला पाहिजे 3 मायक्रो ना, potential difference same आहे, Q equal to CV, Q proportional to C. Okay, so 8 microfarad वर charge किती येणार, 8 micro upon 8 micro plus 1, this fraction of total charge. That's it, you will get the answer. Okay, now in the same question, if you are asked find potential difference across 1 microfarad, they will not ask you potential difference across this, because you will do V is equal to Q upon C. Q is also given, C is also given. Q equal to CV, Q equal to CV, V is equal to Q upon C, that you can very easily do. So they will not ask you potential difference across this. They will not ask you potential difference across this, because charge is given, C is given. V is equal to Q upon C. C is equal to Q is equal to CV. Q equal to CV. V is equal to Q upon C. Anyone can do Q upon C and will get the answer. No, they don't want that. They want potential difference across this capacitor. They want potential difference across 1 microfarad capacitor. What you have to do is this. If you want potential difference, you have 3 microcoulomb here. So find out how much charge is in the upper branch. वरच्या branchला किती charge गेलाय बघा. Find out Q1 and just do Q1 into C1, you will get V1. Just do Q1 into C1, you will get V1. Or just find out Q2 and do Q2 into C2. Do Q2 into C2, get V2. And this V2 and this V1 both must be same. Reply me in the chat box. Is the logic clear to all of you? This discussion, last point that I discussed now. How to find out potential difference across 1 microfarad capacitor. Potential difference across 1 microfarad capacitor. What is the trick? Now you have Q2. Just do Q2 into C2, find out V2, this potential difference. But this capacitor and this capacitor both are in parallel. This potential difference and this potential difference must be same. Or find out Q1 and do Q1 into C1. I think I'm making mistake. V is equal to Q upon C, Q1 upon C1, not Q1 into C1, Q1 upon C1. And here Q2 upon C2. Okay, fine. So let me use the second way. I will find out Q1. Q1 will be equal to Now this is a parallel combination. In parallel combination, V is same. Q is equal to CV. Q is equal to CV for parallel combination. V is same. So Q proportional to C. So my charge is capacity fraction. My charge is my capacity fraction. So my charge is equal to my capacity 1 micro upon fraction means all capacitors 1 micro plus 8 micro. This branch plus this branch. Don't add this. Okay. एवढ्याचाच विचार चालू आहे, याचा काही विचार करायचा नाही. This fraction of the total charge is 3 micro. Answer will be what? Micro common cancel. 3 micro upon 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 micro upon 9. That will be equal to 1 by 3 micro. That will be equal to 1 by 3 micro. It's a charge, so coulomb. So now I have Q1, a potential difference across first capacitor. V1 is equal to Q1 upon C1. With that logic, I can find out. V1 means potential difference across 1 microfarad capacitor is equal to charge on 1 microfarad capacitor divided by capacity of 1 microfarad capacitor. What is the capacity of 1 microfarad capacitor? Of course 1 micro. What is the charge on 1 microfarad capacitor? It's 1 by 3 microcoulomb divided by 1 micro. Micro cancel. Answer is 1 by 3. Now you have found out potential difference. Now you have found out potential difference across 1 microfarad capacitor. So it's a potential difference. Unit must be volt. Reply in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Fast. Good. Good. Understanding the types of questions. समजायला लागलेत का टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स ऑन कॅपॅसिटर? सेम टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स असणार आहेत रेजिस्टर्स इन सिरीज अँड पॅरलल. ते झाल्यात जमा आता. रेजिस्टर्स इन सिरीज पॅरलल. Instead of charge and potential difference, there they will ask current and potential difference. इकडे चार्ज विचारतात, इकडे करंट विचारतात. पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स दोन्हीकडे विचारतात. Fraction logic, try to understand, because the fraction logic will help you to immediately give the answers and immediately write the equations. You must be able to derive the fraction logic as per the need. Now question 66 you can do on your own. Question 66, okay, you can do on your own. Let's solve question 67. Last question, then we'll stop. Let us try to solve question 67. In the question number 67, what we are given? One diagram, plate diagram is given to us. Okay, area of all the plates is A, distance between the adjacent plates is small d, and we are asked the charge on plate 1 and 4 is, okay, charge on plate 1 and 4. Charge on plate 1 and 4. Okay, let us try to deal with this. This is going to be little bit trickier, but let's try to find out the answer. Let us see what is given. Plate, 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 plate. This plate 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 5 plates. 1 3 5 1 3 and 5. These plates have been connected to each other. 2 and 4 plates are connected to each other, okay, by wire, and this wire is connected to battery. This wire is also connected to same battery. Battery is of V volt. This is higher potential terminal, so positive sign. This is lower potential terminal, so negative sign. This point is also called as terminal. End points of battery is also called as terminal. Okay, fine. Let us call this point as A. Let us call this point as B. Potential difference of the battery is V volt. All right. This is plate 1. This is plate 2. This is plate 3. This is plate 4. This is plate 5. What is asked? Find charge on plate 1 and 4. Find charge on plate 1 and 4. What is the total charge on plate 1 and what is the total charge on plate 4? Each plate area is A. Each plate area is A. Distance between adjacent plates is equal to small d. This is the data which we are given. Okay, now this point is A, so this plate is connected to point A. This point is connected to this point is A. There is directly wire, so potential of this plate A is equal to potential of point A. Same plate is directly connected to plate 3. There is nothing, only wire is connected. So this is also plate A. The same plate is connected to plate number 5. So this is also point A. Okay, all these have, or let us not confuse with the area and A. So let us call this point as X and let us call this point as Y. You might have written A and B, but again write there X and Y. You might have written A here, but again write there X and X. But I will remove this because that might confuse you between point A and area A. Point A म्हणायच्या ऐवजी आपण त्याला X म्हणूया, म्हणजे ते एरियाला A ठेवूया. Okay, now this is point Y connected to plate number 4. So potential of plate 4 is potential of point Y. The same point Y is connected by wire to the second plate. Okay, now potential, now the capacitance will be formed only between adjacent plates. Capacitance is formed only between adjacent plates, and it will be formed only if adjacent plates have different potential. Yes, point X has different potential, point Y has different potential. X ला काहीतरी वेगळं potential आहे, Y ला काहीतरी वेगळं potential आहे. So these are two different points. So between point XY, first capacitor will be formed. Between point Y and X, second capacitor will be formed. Between point X and Y, third capacitor will be formed. Between point Y and X, fourth capacitor will be formed. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, agree, disagree, small a, small d. Good. Okay, fine. Now, in reality, in my circuit, there are only 2 points, X and Y. That's it. In reality, in my circuit, there are only 2 points, X and Y. Between these 2 points, X and Y, a battery is connected having potential difference of V volt, and first capacitor between point XY, second capacitor between point XY, third capacitor between point XY, fourth capacitor between point XY. So there are 4 capacitors which are in parallel. First between XY, second between XY, third between XY, and fourth between XY. And all these capacitors must be equal in value because plate area and separation both are same. C1 equals C2 equals C3 equals C4 is equal to C is equal to A. K value is not given, so K you will take as 1. You will assume air between these plates, air between these, and air between these plates. A K epsilon 0 upon D. Okay, sir. So C, and that C value is given to you. Fine. R. Capacitors in parallel means resistors in series. Series means addition. C, 4 times C. This is point X, this is point Y. Try to understand. First try to understand. Okay. Now we found out effective capacity. All right. Now if I find out the effective capacity which is equal to 4C, why I found out effective capacity? The reason is so that I can find out charge given by the battery. Okay. What is the charge given by the battery? What is the potential difference between point X and Y? It is V. So charge on 4C, this total capacitor, what is the charge on this total capacitor? That total charge Q equal to total capacity into V, Q equal to CV. Q equal to CV. That total equivalent capacitance is already I have found. Potential difference I know. And what is the charge given by the battery? What is the charge given by the battery? That I can find out. C equivalent is 4C into this V. V equivalent is simply V. Okay. So how much charge has been given by the battery? Instead of this, I could have drawn it like this also, no problem. तुम्ही जर as it is काढला असेल तरी काही अडचण नाही. What is the charge given by the battery here for the 4 capacitors? So it is 4 CV. 4 CV एवढा charge दिलाय battery. Charge given by the battery. Okay, that will distribute on the first plate, on the second, that will distribute on the that will flow in the first branch, second branch, third branch, and fourth branch. Okay, try to understand. 4 CV is the charge given by the battery, which will flow through all the 4 branches. Okay, now plate number 1, 3 and 5 means point X, ते point X होते. आणि plate number 2 आणि 4 जे होते, those were point Y. Okay, fine sir. So first capacitor between plate 1 and 2 होता. 1 म्हणजे X आणि 2 म्हणजे Y, किंवा X ला कनेक्टेड प्लेट्स कुठल्या कुठल्या असणार आहेत? X ला कनेक्टेड प्लेट्स परत एकदा चेक करा. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 3 and 5 connected to X. 2 and 4 connected to Y. First capacitor between X and Y means between 1 and 2. 1 means X, 2 means Y. First capacitor, plate 1, plate 2. 1 means X, 2 means Y. Second capacitor between 2 and 3. 2 means Y. Second capacitor, 2 means Y. So this is plate 2. And 3 means X. So this is plate 3. कुठल्या बाजूची प्लेट कुठे आहे बघा, जरासं आयडेंटिफाय करा. This is plate 3, this is plate 2. All the capacitors are C, that we know. Third capacitor between plate 3 and 4. 3 means X. 3 means X. 3 means X. So this is the plate 3. And 4 means Y. 4 means Y. So this is plate 4. Fourth capacitor between plate 4 and 5. 4 means Y. 4 means Y. So this is plate 4 and this is plate 5. 5 means X. Up to this, reply in the chat box, clear and written. Now on the next step we will find out the answer, but that we will do in tomorrow's lecture. Up to this, everyone fast. Okay, इथपर्यंत लिहून घ्या, then we'll stop or just take a screenshot and just you can now leave the meeting. Okay, so guys, in this lecture we will stop at this point. Remaining things, almost question is done, 90% question is done. Next step is just a formality of writing a formula and then getting the answer. Okay, but up to this understand, then tomorrow we'll discuss the further things. Okay, so chalo, bye bye everyone, let me end this lecture at this point. Okay, you also join the next lecture. Okay, chalo, bye. Yes, good day.